Hello, welcome to another episode of Adam's Anime. Here we go. This one. The end of Evangelion. Again. Now, I'm not talking about this. No. I'm actually talking about... It's kind of a discussion, really. I'm talking about the Rebuild series. And what I'm talking about is... After Evangelion 4.0 comes out, as it will be called 4.44. I don't even know if it's going to be called 4.0 actually, because I've seen some places calling it 4.0, some places calling it Evangelion Final. We'll see. But it was originally, before 3.0 came out, by big news concerning 3.33 and me, coming at the end of this video, that I'll mention at the end. Where was I? Yeah, back when 3.0 came out, 4.0 or Final, or whatever you want to call it, was originally scheduled to come out in 2013. But as I'm sure most of you Evangelion fans are aware, the official Evangelion website, which I'll leave a link to at the bottom, evangelion.co.jp, has basically taken the date of 2013 from the title of 4.0 or Final, and there is no release date for it as of right now. I mean, I know there are some websites, namely My Anime List, that are still listing it as 2013, and also are listing it as they've actually. I don't know. Again, I won't leave a link to. Well, will I leave a link to My Anime List? No. I'll let you look at that yourselves, find it yourselves. Basically, go to My Anime List, type in the search bar Evangelion 4.0, you'll find it. It says that it's due to come out in 2013. I don't know where they get this information, and this is the one that surprises me even more. On My Anime List, they've even got a running time for the film, and they're saying it's going to last 2 hours. How can they know that? How do they know that? Fucking. And here's another argument. Well, another thing that it's not really a rant. I just want to get these out of the way before I start the actual video. It's not really a rant. It's more of a just something I've noticed. I just want to clear something up. The amount of people that I see on Evangelion videos who talk about the fact that Gainax are making the Rebuild films. No, they are not. Gainax do not do the Rebuild films. It is a studio called Studio Kara, K-H-A-R-A, which is Hideaki Anno's personal studio that are working on the Rebuild films. Gainax do not work on these films. The amount of people I see going, oh, Gainax are doing this with Rebuild, Gainax are doing that with Rebuild. Gainax are doing nothing with Rebuild because they're nothing to do with Rebuild. It's Studio Kara, so I've got that. Whether Gainax are part of Studio Kara, I apologise if what I've just said is completely wrong, but from my understanding, Gainax and Studio Kara are separate things. I mean, to be fair, I think I've got a good argument because in the original Neon Genesis Evangelion, not the new original, the original Neon Genesis Evangelion, and Death and Rebirth and the end of Evangelion, you see Gainax's logo, right? Or Gainax's name on the credits in the case of the series. In the films you see the logo. In the Rebuild films, you do not see Gainax's logo. Therefore, it is under my understanding that Gainax do have nothing to do with Rebuild. So I've just got that out in the open. So we're back to the point of the show. The end of Evangelion, again. Now what I mean by that is, after Rebuild is done, after 4.0 or Final, whatever, comes out, are Studio Kara, Gainax, if you want to say Gainax, I don't know, going to do any more with the Evangelion franchise in terms of movies, OVAs, series, whatever? My thought is, no, they are not. I honestly believe after Rebuild is done, that is it for Evangelion. Like they're not going to do anything more with it. I honestly believe that, because I just think to myself, what more can they do with it? I mean, let's think. They've done a 26-episode series. They've done a recap film and an alternate ending. They've done, and that was all in the mid to late 90s. All of that happened. The 26-episode series, Death and Rebirth, and the end of Evangelion all happened in about a 4-year time span. Right? Fast forward 10 years after End of Evangelion, and you have the Rebuild films. There's another 4 of these films, 4th one obviously not out yet, and Evangelion Final 4.0 is going to have a brand new ending again, right? So that's what? 26-episode series and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 films. No, more than 5 films. 4, 5, 6 films. No, about 5 films. 6 films. That's a 26-episode series and 6 films. What more can you do with Evangelion? My answer is, I don't think you can do anything else with it. Honestly, I don't think they will. But I have seen, this would be quite interesting to see. I don't think they would do it, but it'd be quite interesting to see. The spin-off, which is here, the Shinji Ikari Raising Project. I haven't seen anyone talking about this, but would they do a spin-off series? Well, basically, I'm not saying they would do this exactly. What I'm saying is, would they do a spin-off of Evangelion, like a sort of alternate universe version, like this is? My question is, well, my thoughts are probably not. So I'm going to leave that open for discussion down in the comments. Basically, the question is, do you think after the Rebuild series is finished, Evangelion will continue with more stuff, or do you think that they'll just, that will be the end, literally, of Evangelion? For good? We'll find out in due course, I'm sure.